Hey folks, Ryan here from Mista Rau's Gaming, and we've got another solo playthrough video here today where we're going to be continuing my love and exploration of Vantage from Stonemaier games designed by Jamey Stegmaier. I've already got a Vantage solo play video out there already. It is getting tons of likes and views, and people are watching it and commenting on it, which is fantastic. Thank you very much for the support on the channel. I enjoy this game so much. Let's hop right into another adventure. I'm not going to be going really over all of the rules. I'll kind of be explaining a few things here and there as I go along with this playthrough. But hey, if you have any questions, leave a comment. Please do note that things are going to be spoiled for you throughout this playthrough. So if you do not want to be spoiled, maybe don't watch as intently as you think. Maybe just listen to this as audio form. I don't know. Let's hop right into it. I've already got everything all nicely set up for my new playthrough here where I am going to be. Let me take a look here. Zoom right on in here. I am Tina the Marine this time around, and I have crash landed onto this particular location, 354, of this very interesting world, where it says a broad petaled pink flower thrives on the bank of this shallow stream which flows from the cold mountains at your back. Interesting. And part of my setup, I have got the mission where I am wanting to start a new settlement. So I'm just going to want to try, build a nice little life here on this lovely little planet with a whole bunch of weird things going on it. So if I start a new settlement, I can do something in the Book of Secrets. So I'm going to put that right there, and away we go. So I guess the very first thing I'm going to have to do is make my first decision of what I want to do around in this area. And since I'm wanting to do make a settlement here, maybe I want to start crafting some things around here, but I guess maybe it's something to do with those pink flowers or something like that. So, you know what? Let's try crafting in this area. This seems like a nice little thing. Nice little, some sort of large creature in the background. Why not try to settle in this little particular area? So I am going to go to the help action. I'm going to go to the help storybook with location 354, and I'm going to be doing something new this time around in this video. Since my last playthrough, Jamey Stegmaier and Stonemaier Games has released the Rule Pop website. I guess kind of like an app, but it's more like a website where you can look up storybook locations. Here, I'll just kind of show you what it is. It looks like it looks like this. And what you can do is you can just type in which action you're going to be doing. So in this case, I'm going to be doing the help action here. So I'll select help. Whoop, just like that. And then my card number is 354. So I'm going to type in 354. And then I'm going to hit the little check mark here. And there we go. It gives me the crap. And it actually, you know what? That it actually blanks out what happens. It just kind of gives this is going to be a 2 difficulty challenge, and we're going to craft a simple floral item. So I'm not actually crafting anything, like that I can stay at, which is okay. But you know what? It's a 2 difficulty challenge here. So I am going to let's try it. So I'm going to do some dice rolling here. So I'm just going to kind of get it out of here. I'm going to go up here. I'm going to grab 2 of the challenge dice. I'm going to roll them. Do I want to make this one any simpler? You know what? It's quite early on. I'm going to save my help tokens here. So I'm going to roll just 2 challenge dice into my bowl here. And it looks like I get a blank right off the bat here. And I get a morale, which, you know what, is not really that helpful to me at this moment. So I'm going to spend one of my boost cubes here to re-roll that. And in this, I guess this time I'm going to suffer a time. I don't want to spend any more boost. We'll just take a time to craft this simple floral item here. So then I will reveal what my text is. It says, it only takes a few petals for you to create a pleasant novelty. Gain item 1096. So now I'm going to go to my book, my big box here. And let's find, it's right about here-ish. There it is. 1096. And looks like I got some sort of a leaf novelty. Okay, so it's going to help me in certain locations. Whenever I do the engage action and roll time, I'm going to get a boost on here. And it looks like if I ever get 3 boosts, I can spend 3 boosts off of this to actually gain myself a morale. Or I can craft this thing into a much more advanced item. All right, so I'm going to put that into my grid. You know what? We'll set you up kind of like right about up there. Okay, that is my action on this particular location. So let's go ahead and let's decide to move this time around. I guess because I've done my one location here. Don't really want to move too far. This seems like a really nice area. So let's go ahead and let's go. Oh gosh. Do I want to go towards the big creature? Kind of want to go towards the big creature, but I maybe want to don't. They say there's mountains at our back. Maybe mountains is a good place to settle. Maybe let's wander on that way. It's probably going to be quite difficult, and I have no way to actually making that. You know what? Cold. Oh, and they're cold mountains. Ooh, cold damage could be. I don't have anything to keep me warm at this moment in time. You know what? Let's keep things simple here. Let's just go over here towards the east. Let's go to 355. So that's just going to be a 1-cost difficulty challenge. And it's a blank. So I'm going to be able to go to location 355. So, I think that's just on the back. That should just be on the back of this. Yeah, it is actually just on the back of this one. So let's zoom in on there. So we got some conversation that's happening towards here. It says you'll be lucky if there's anything functional remaining in this part of your spaceship. The crystal crabs are notorious scavengers in these parts. Oh, so there is somebody here telling us that where we've kind of crash landed, that if there's anything functional remaining in this part of your spaceship. Geez, okay. Okay. Ooh, I can try repairing. I can try maybe repairing something here. Salvage it. Who am I? Oh, am I cleaving the big crystal crabs that are coming my way? Consult, search, or squeeze. Interesting options for us this time around. Ooh, I might try repairing my stuff here. Let's see what happens when I do that. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to try to repair. I'm going to go to my storybook here. We're going to do the help action again. And this is 355 this time around. So let's go ahead and see what kind of difficulty. It's a 3-cost difficulty. We're going to try to repair the spaceship. Maybe that might help me with my new settlement here. It's a 3-cost difficulty. Interesting. So you know what? I think part of my 3-cost difficulty here is I am going to spend 2 of I'm going to spend my 2 tokens here. And spend those 2 tokens so that I only have to roll 1 die. And it's a morale. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna be. This is gonna help. This is gonna suck like the life out of me here. Spend a boost to try to re-roll that. Okay, well that's not terrible. It just goes back into the dice pool, but at least it doesn't take up any more of my time and everything like that. So let's just go back here and see what we get. So we're gonna repair the spaceship. After patching a small portion of the shattered spaceship, you realize that just how big of a task you've created for yourself. Gain destiny. Ooh. 1605. Okay. You're right about here. Place it in the center and 1 boost. Hey, we get a boost back. Nice. You may either stop or continue with a help 5 repair action to weld the pieces into something more cohesive yet still non-functional, then read the result only. Oh my. Okay, you may either stop or continue with a help 5 repair action to weld the process. Huh. Well, I wonder there's 2 continue actions here. My gosh, well, I don't have. That's going to take a lot of time, isn't it? Let's see what our destiny was here for a moment. And it says our destiny here, it says to repair your ship. Find ship wreckage, repair it, and upgrade it into a fully functional ship. If you do, you may complete the destiny by reading 1605 in the Book of Secrets. The star. You may repair even if you've performed other actions on a location with a ship wreckage. Oh, wow. So it's kind of like going around and finding the pieces of our ship and repairing it. Interesting. Wow. Okay. Find ship wreckage, repair it, and upgrade it into a fully... Okay, well, this might actually help me towards my destiny then, which is you may either stop or continue with a help 5. That's a huge cost. 5 dice, and I have no way of really mitigating any of that. Really no way of mitigating other than I can maybe mitigate a heart that's on my... Oh my gosh. Stop or continue with the help. Oh my gosh, I don't know what... You know what? I am not going to continue with this. I don't think that I can. That is too big of a cost. Too big of a cost for me. So let's just let's move on from here. Maybe salvaging might have been better, but okay. Well, let's move on here. I need to... Which way should we go? Let's go towards the crabs. Away from the crabs. I'm going to head north this time. Yeah, let's head north. We're going to head north to 374. I'll take my 1 dice. And that's going to cost me some time again. Oh, my goodness gracious. Cost me some time. Ooh, I could actually roll a boost to try to mitigate that. Let's do this. Wait. And we got a heart, but I can host that heart on my character here. Okay, so we're heading north to location 374. Okay, so just bear with me for a second here. And 3. Right there. Oh my goodness gracious. Let's take a look at this baby. So there's a lot more wreckage kind of thing. There's these I'm assuming these are the crystal spiders type thing. An aggressive animal scuttles towards you, snapping its massive claws. And that's really quite interesting. I don't know if you can see it on mine, but there's kind of like a floating city in the background. And there is a boat in the water. An aggressive animal scuttles towards you. Well. Well, I am the Marine, however. I am going to... I bet you this is a big cost, but I think I'm going to try to defend myself with the overpower action. Select overpower here. And we are on location 374. I knew it. It's going to be a cost 5 cost. Defend yourself from the animal. Okay, well, based on that, I am going to spend 2 to make this a roll of 3 dice. And what do we get here? We got a return it back. We get a nothing, and we got a time, which... Since this is an overpower action, I can host this on my character card here, and that will get me a boost cube at least, so that is okay. So we've defended ourselves from the animal, so let's take a look at what we're going to get here. The beast is agile, well shielded, and full of sharp bits. Gain item 1179 from the carcass. If you pay 1 boost, also gain 1160. Oh, well, of course I'm going to pay 1 boost to get something extra out of this. Okay, so 1179, which is going to be over here. Bear with me for a bit here. Finding the cards in the box is always a little bit trickier, especially when they're just a little bit out of my reach here. Okay, there's 1179 and 1160 because I paid the boost. And right there. Okay, so let's see the first one I got here. Okay, so the first thing that I get out of all of this is I get some stone, which allows me to host a dice in this particular location. I can craft this into a more advanced item. Okay. All right, so I'll place you up there. And there was no when placed anything. And then I have managed to grab out this crystal out of that crab there. Whenever I perform a move action, I can put a timer here, get a boost on here. It doesn't really say what the boosts do. Oh, refine into a gem. Reduce the cost by 1 per boost paid. Oh, okay. I can refine. Ooh, nicely done. Okay, so that's why we want boosts on here. It just reduces that refining cost. I'm going to put that down here. Okay, well, did all of that. That was kind of fun. Now what are we going to do? Now what are we going to do for ourselves? I guess I'm going to have to now move. You know what? I think I'm actually going to take a action that is on my... I'm going to take an action that's on my mission card here. I'm going to kind of hone my ability here. I'm going to hone my ability to start a new settlement. So I'm going to go hone, which is the help action. So I'm going to hone. And this is card 1591. Okay, yeah, that's 2 costs. Hone your talents for this mission. This action can be formed at most once per game. Okay, so we'll go and we'll roll 2. Oh, that one fell out of there, but it is a morale. 2 morales. And I don't know if I can host anything. I don't know if I can host anything. Nope, I don't think that I can host those morales, and I have no boost to reroll them, so my morale goes down a couple for trying to hone out my skills. Yay. But let's see what we get. Your work is on enhancing an ability to complete the mission. Gain ability 1488. Okay, that's going to be near the front of this deck here. All right, so let's see what we end up here. So we've got this ability to build things. So whenever I take the build actions, I can do, looks like I can get things and do things for people. Interesting. Gain the result of a build action or gain 1 blueprint. Okay, so that kind of hones. Okay, so that may make things a little bit easier for myself. Okay. Oh, or gain a blueprint. Okay, so I'm actually going to put that right there for myself because it might give me an idea that I might actually need some blueprints first before I can actually build maybe a settlement or starting a settlement. Obviously, maybe it's guiding me towards that I'm going to actually have to build something at some point. Okay. So let's go ahead and let's move now after we've taken out that creature. Let's move to, looks like I'm going to have to depart. Not going to go back that way. I'm not going to go that way. I came from that way. I could go to 373 as a cheaper action. Yeah, you know what? Let's do that. Let's go to 373. Let's kind of just go over a little bit to the west, which is just going to be a 1 dice roll. So 373 departing. And it's going to come back to the pool here. Okay, so then I'm just going to find 373, which should just be the card right before this one. Oh, this is the, okay, so this is the look, yeah, this was the location of that big thingamajigger. Yeah, so let's actually zoom in on that. It says a colossal animal grooms itself as you approach. So it doesn't look like it seems to be hostile or anything. That's pretty kind of cool. I could try to catch it. That seems very difficult. Nurture it? I don't think mimicking is anything. Can I try to catch? No, catching seems to... Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. You know what? My leafy novelty could help me out with this location here, actually, because I can house this, because I noticed that this icon here and the location icon match, so I could house a dice right there. And if I try to mimic it, I don't know any ways of... I don't know why mimicking would actually even... What would that even entail or do? Okay. Maybe if I catch it, that would actually be a goal for like maybe getting a pet. Doesn't really help me out with... You know what? Actually, this might be just a chance. We just might actually move. We actually just might move on. Don't really need to do anything with this guy. I think we'll just move on. I think we're just going to depart. Sure, we're going to depart. Oh, I do kind of want to reset the dice, though. Maybe let's try to... Oh, I don't know. Don't really want to hunt it. Nah. Observe or catch. Catching or observing probably doesn't seem like... I can help myself with observe. Nah. Okay. I'm just going to observe this thing and see what it does. I'm just going to do that. Let's just observe. So, whoops, it didn't go back out of my here. So we're going to do the look action on location 373. And, okay, so we are in region N for all it's worth. And, yeah, it's just going to cost 2 to observe the animal, which is exactly how many dice I have left in my dice pool here. And I can host one because of my my one card here. So let's just roll both of those. I'm going to save my token here. Hopefully this pays out. Okay, so this is a negatory, and this is a heart that I can actually house on it because I am at this particular type of location. And yeah, that seems to have worked out just nicely for us. So we successfully observed our animal. Let's take a look and see what happens. The creature is similar in size to the larger dinosaurs of old Earth. This beast's anatomy is unique in that it seems to have an entire ecosystem of flora growing from its leafy scales. Gain 1 boost, hey, and either 1 engage or 1 help. You may continue. Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to take a help token for all it's worth, and I may continue. Okay. Well, that means I get to take another action on this on this. So do you know what I think I might do then is I think that I might... Oh, can we guide it? That'd actually be quite interesting. I do have some ways I can do with movement. Oh, but I can now nurture this thing and see what it does for me. Oh, yeah, let's do that. Let's nurture it. So I'm going to go back to my storybook here. Go back to the storybook. We're going to do the help action. We're going to nurture this thing, 373. Whoops. Misclick, 373. And it's a 4 cost, which I will spend my help token that I just got to make that a 3 cost. It's going to be a 3 cost, and I have no dice in my challenge dice pool, so I'm going to have to refresh all of the dice. And we're going to roll. We're going to be rolling 3 on this location. And that one popped out again. And that's a pretty decent roll. These two go back, and this is a null point, so we succeed in nurturing. Nurture some of the vegetation growing on the animal's spine. Some petals are looking a little wilted and tangled, so you tend to them while the animal chortles appreciatively. Gain animal. Oh, I get them. 841. Okay. Nice. Got this dinosaur. Gonna follow me now. 842, 841. Cool. And they actually have a name for this. It's called a Blossom Hulk. Isn't he so cute? Isn't he awesome? Sweet. Okay, where are you going? You're going to come right beside me. That sounds awesome. That's great. And no when placed icons? Nope, no when placed icons. Okay. Alrighty. Well, I guess I'm done with that location now. Let's move on to a different location. Let's move on to... I was going to depart. Let's depart to the north. That's going to cost... That's going to be a challenge, but maybe we can do something with that. Okay, so we're going to depart to the north. So we actually have to go to the storybook for this one, and we have to take the depart icon. And we are departing from 373. And we are heading north. So we did do this correctly. We've been doing north. And this is a 4-cost challenge. We're going to evade north around the animal and cross the river. If the animal is no longer an obstacle, reduce cost to 1. Oh, yeah, it's not. We have him. He's part of us. He's not an obstacle to us. So reduce this cost to 1. No, not of 1, just to 1. Nice. So we just have to just roll 1 die. That's beautiful. Oh my gosh, that dice went way out of the bowl. Here, let's just roll that one again. And that's a heart. That's a morale. We are lacking in morale, but luckily I can house that on my character card. And yeah, so then we are departing. Let's bring back the storybook. You spring across the creek and up a hill. Go to location 303. Okay, so let's go to location 303. I'll put this in here. And 303 should just be right around here. Oh, isn't this interesting? Isn't that an interesting location? Got some rocks with these kind of like hieroglyphic looking things on it. A series of etched stones leads to one larger than the rest. And there's still that big flying city in the background there. Interesting what's going on here. And my location actions look like they're push, study, commune, honor, extract, or cleave. Cleaving. What am I cleaving? Am I cleaving just some of these these bird-like creatures that are hovering around this location? Interesting. Do we try to extract one of these things? Huh. Interesting. Or do we honor? Do we honor this thing? Honor it. Huh. I am intrigued by these. These do seem pretty cool. Or we can study them. Or we can extract them. Ooh, I can extract it and comes with me? Let's study them. I think that's really the best. But we're going to study this one. So we're going to look at location 303. Oh my god, 5 cost to study the lore stone? Must be really hard. We must not be very intelligent because this is gonna. Okay, so we'll study the lore stone for 5, and I have 1 token that I guess I can use to reduce this to maybe a 4. Oi, okay. I didn't think that was going to be that difficult, but we will try it. Okay, so we will go and we will roll 4. And hope for the best. And that is 2 negatives. That's 3 negatives. And a time. On there. And I don't think I can house that time anywhere because we took a study. We took a look action. So we are stuck with using it. I'm going to save my boost this time around. So we will take a hit on time once again. Ugh. Okay. Well, okay. Sorry. I got distracted by thinking about something else there. So what did we learn when we studied the lore stone? As you trace the lines on the stone, 3 distinctly colored icons emerge. You may choose to focus on one of the 3. If you choose the green icon, gain spell 1236. If you chose the pink icon, gain spell 1237. If you choose the blue icon, gain spell 1238. Interestings. Okay. We got green, pink, and blue. Green, pink, and blue. Well, you know what? I'm going to choose the green one. Let's try. I don't want. Let's try the green. 1236. That would be in this. Yep. 36. Okay, and we have a spell. Life mana. When placed, gain a boost cube on each card in this column. Oh, nice. I can put that as one. And it looks like I can spend boosts to reroll any unplaced heart results. Oh, okay. So it's going to actually help us. So I'm going to actually put it in this location here. And when placed, gain on each card in this column. So I think I get to count the card itself. And anyways, I'm going to get a minimum of 2. Please somebody comment on if I did that right. Do I count the card? I can't remember if I count the card itself. When placed, gain 1 boost on each card in this column. Well, there's 3 cards in the column, so I'm going to gain myself 3 boosts, I'm going to say. And I can spend boosts to reroll any unplaced heart results. That's kind of cool. And I can house a heart. And that gets me a boost. Sweet. Well, that's a pretty cool spell that I think I just learned. All right. Well, what am I going to do now? I'm done with this location, and I don't think that I'm going to be heading north. Water everywhere and a floating city. Don't think I have anything to do there. So let's just, I'm going to head that way. Head towards the west, which is just 302, which is just going to be a single die roll. And that's a time, but since I am taking a depart action as part of movement, I can actually put this on my crystal here, which gives it its first boost. Liking that. And yeah, so we're going to go to 302, which I believe is just on the other side of this card. Yep, it is. Oh, we have, oh, well, okay. I think we might be getting somewhere here. Let's take a look here. This mountain hosts several massive birdhouses, each of which is home to hundreds of feathered creatures. But I do like this that there's kind of like homes in here. I wonder how I can become can one of these homes become one of my shelters? I doubt it. That maybe those are birdhouses. Well, let's take a look at what we can do in this location. We can sneak, we can listen, we can hire, we can relax, steal, or target. I don't have much skill right now. I only really have is this one take token, which is equivalent to stealing this time around. Relaxing does sound like it would be a really nice time to kind of maybe rejuvenate or something like that. So maybe I am going to relax, because relaxing doesn't seem like it's very difficult, does it? Let's try that. Let's try relaxing this time around. So it's going to go here, and we are going to go into the help, and we are in location 302. Okay, so this is we can choose how much we can do this difficulty by, and based on our result, we're going to depends on how much we choose is going to help us out here. Well, let's take a look around here, because I know that I can, because I took the relax help action. I can put something on this guy. I do have room for hearts, and I can re-roll hearts. Yeah, you know what? Let's go. Let's be crazy. Let's try rolling all three here. Okay, not bad. Those are two negatories, and we do have a heart, which actually, you know what? I'm not going to re-roll it, but I am going to put it on here, my Blossom Hulk here, to put a boost cube on him, because once he gets 2 boost cubes, he's become loyal to me, and I get to replace him, and he gets a little bit better. So I am just going to do that. Okay, so we successfully relaxed. We rolled 3 on that one, so let's just remember that. Tap to reveal. Refresh 3 challenge dice in your grid. You may not refresh dice placed during this action. Okay, so that one. If there are no challenge dice in your grid, gain 1 health, and you may continue. Well, okay, so refresh. Oh, okay, so I can take, actually, so that means, and I may continue. So that means I could actually do this. These 2, and I could refresh those, put those back into the challenge dice pool, and they just kind of like open up again. That's kind of nice. And I may continue. Sweet. So we relaxed here, which kind of refreshed us a little bit. Now should we... I wonder what other useful things can I get here. You know what? We haven't done it yet. We've been kind of saving onto this token. Let's try stealing something. Just because, you know, why not? So we're going to take, we're on location 302. It's probably going to be difficult, but you know what? What the heck? Steal some eggs from the birdhouses. Okay, difficulty of 3, but I will spend it. Ooh, or will I? Because if I take it, I get to refresh everything. I get to take that 1 extra. Oh, no, but that's not going to really do this. No. You know what? If I don't spend it, that means this one comes off automatically. This one comes off. Okay, so we will roll 3, and all these are going to come back. Well, I'm going to roll all 3 here. And oh my gosh, okay, so we got 2 times and a heart. So I can take this heart. I can re-roll it if I wish, but I can actually house it on my character card. But then we got these 2 time, which are going to make things run out on me. So I have to actually re-roll one of them. Hopefully I don't get a time again. Oh my gosh, I did get a time again. Gain if it's on gain, I get a overpower token if this is unchanged. And that is 2 time, which brings my journey to the end again. When any token reaches 0, read the mission's entry in the Take storybook. Okay. Well, I'll go back here in the Take storybook. We are on mission 1591. You traveled to this planet to create a settlement, but you are exhausted. If you completed a destiny, we did not. We did not repair anything of our ship. If you completed the mission, no, we didn't manage that. If you feel you had a fair shot at this incomplete mission and it's time to move on, I don't think it felt like it. If you feel like your untimely demise happened far too soon, whether or not you completed the mission, you may rally to take one final chance. And I think I'm going to do that next time in the next video, actually. So, thank you for joining me on this, I guess, part 1 of my play here. I am Ryan of Mista Rau's Gaming, and please join me in the next video if you want to see what happens when I continue. All right, folks. Cheers. Have a good time. And, of course, if you have not done so already, please put a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and that notification bell will get you notified when the next video in this series is going to drop. All right, everybody. Thank you, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks, everybody. Cheers.